Welcome back to Recap IT. Today we are going to recap a 2005 thriller drama movie titled Survival Island. A boat fire leaves a wealthy girl clueless. Jennifer was stranded on a desert island with only dishy deckhand Manuel to keep her company. The situation becomes sinister when her husband washes up a few days later. But before we begin, please consider subscribing to this channel. Now without wasting any further time, let's begin, shall we? We first see Jack and Jennifer at the start of the film. Jennifer and Jack are a husband and wife team. And they're both going on a vacation together. Had boarded the ship. This ship's crew is quite attractive. His name is Manuel, by the way. In the meantime, Manuel's girlfriend arrives. And he begins to argue with Manuel. Manuel had, in fact, made his girlfriend pregnant. Manuel, on the other hand, was not yet ready to marry her. Then Manuel's girlfriend slaps him during the argument. As a result, Manuel slaps her as well. Jack is also keeping an eye on things from afar. And none of this sits well with Jack. At night, when everyone is eating dinner. Then Jack says something to Manuel. As a result, Manuel becomes enraged. Then he dismisses Jack's words. Following that, we see Manuel's girlfriend, who is doing black magic on Manuel in order to exact vengeance. Jack and Jennifer, on the other hand, enter their room. Then they start getting intimate with one another. Jennifer's voices have been getting intimate. Manuel is also having a good time. Manuel's girlfriend hits a doll at that point. As a result, Manuel's nose begins to bleed. Manuel's girlfriend, in other words, used black magic. That doll has been connected to Manuel. The next day, Jack requests that Manuel bring beer, but if Manuel does not treat Jack well, Jack complains to the ship's captain. The captain then speaks with Manuel about it. Manuel felt it was not his fault, therefore he walked out of the job enraged. Manuel also puts his handkerchief on top of the gas while driving away. After a while, the handkerchief catches fire, and then the entire ship catches fire. To avoid the fire, some people sit on the lifeboard and leave, but there is a storm in the sea at night and everyone is separated due to the destruction of the lifeboard. Jennifer then makes her way alone to the edge of an island, where she discovers the captain's body after some time. Then Manuel arrives, and the two try to resurrect the captain together, but the captain is dead, leaving Jennifer and Manuel alone on the island. Because they knew no one would come to their rescue, they built a shelter to live in together. Both Manuel and Manuel catch fish to eat and then drink rainwater and coconut water. Then there's the time when they're both swimming together. Then Manuel says something to Jennifer. Jennifer becomes enraged as a result of this. Later that night, Manuel apologizes to him as well. Slowly, but steadily, a good friendship develops between the two. Then Manuel goes fishing one more. Then he arrives with the Jack. He returns with the Jack in tow. Jennifer's first impressions of Jack, then she becomes ecstatic. After a while, Jack notices that his wife is content with Manuel. As a result of this, he becomes suspicious. That maybe something is going on / between Jennifer and Manuel. And then he also asks Jennifer about it. Jennifer, on the other hand, denies all of this. However, Jack's suspicions continue. The Jack is in possession of a lighter. As a result, those people can easily start a fire. Once upon a time, Jack sent Jennifer fishing with Manuel on purpose. When both of them return, Manuel then notices that Jack has taken his possessions. And he's on his own. Manuel and Jennifer are furious at Jack after seeing this. Nothing, however, speaks to Manuel Jack. He also splits apart and heads to the small hut in the foreground. But Jack's suspicions were far from over. As a result, Jack and Manuel begin to argue about something. Then Manuel informs Jack. That now warns him not to look at the food. Jack concurs. That will no longer provide him with a lighter to light. Manuel has now stopped feeding Jack. So Jack decides to go fishing. Jack, on the other hand, lacked hunting experience. That is why he is unable to catch fish. As a result, Jennifer must continue to be hungry. Then there's the time when Jack has gone fishing. When Manuel notices Jennifer alone, he invites her to eat with him. Jennifer refuses because she is afraid of Jack. Manuel, on the other hand, informs him that he would keep it a secret from Jack. After that, Jennifer and Manuel have a meal of fish. She also returns to her camp before Jack arrives. She also kisses Manuel on the cheek before leaving. Then Jack returns to the camp after catching some little fish. So Manuel informs him that he is not allowed to eat these fish because they have been poisoned. After a while, when he realizes what's going on, Manuel's food has been consumed by Jennifer. And it's on this that Jack becomes enraged with Jennifer. After that, one day, Jack returns from catching a fish. After that, Jack notices a fire outside Manuel's camp. So Jack has figured it out. Manuel had taken his fire. And it is on this subject that they begin to argue. When Jack goes fishing the next morning, then he steals Manuel's goggles in secret. Manuel becomes aware of the situation. Then he becomes enraged and attacks Jack. Jennifer comes to a halt when she notices this. Then, during this time, both of them come dangerously close to each other. Then Manuel forcibly begins an intimate. Jennifer makes a request after what has happened. Manuel tells Jennifer that he shouldn't tell Jack about it. That was the first time I noticed you. Since then, I've been in love with you. After that, when Jack returns from fishing, then he begins to understand. Jennifer has made a bet with Manuel. And he's furious because he knows this. Then he snatches Jennifer's hair and tosses it towards Manuel's tent. Then Manuel comes to Jennifer's aid. Then they both move in together. As the years go by, Jack discovers how to catch fish. And it is here that Jack learns to survive. When the Jack is out fishing, then Jack receives a shattered boat in the ocean. That boat is brought to the beach by Jack. When Jennifer and Manuel are staring at the whiteboard, then they both come to him for assistance with Jack. But Jack intervenes and refuses to accept their assistance. Jack, on the other hand, had a plan. That he will build this board by himself and then leave this island alone. And with this in mind, Jack decides to fix the boat on his own. Jennifer informs Manuel the same night that Jack will not assist us, and that is why we should steal the boat to get off the island. When Jennifer is speaking to Manuel, Jack is secretly listening to both of these conversations. When the Jack goes fishing the next day, after casting their votes, Jennifer and Manuel depart. When Jack comes across them, then Jack acts as though he's going to stop them. Then she begins to smile. After a short distance, the board begins to sink into the water. This was, in fact, Jack's plan. After that, Manuel and Jennifer both make it to the beach. Manuel is exhausted. Then Jack comes after him. As a result, Manuel sustains even more injuries. Jennifer also tries to stop Jack after seeing this. Manuel flees when he notices the time. Jack has Jennifer tethered at night. And Jack is planning to assassinate Manuel. Manuel appears after some time has passed. Then a fight breaks out between Jack and Manuel. As a result of Manuel's injury, the Jack is taking a toll on him. Seeing this, Jennifer also helps Manuel. After that, Jennifer and Manuel both flee. Now Jack is frantically searching the jungle for Manuel in order to kill him. Manuel was badly injured, so he climbed a tree to hide with Jennifer. After some time has passed, Jack appears. Following that, we see Manuel's ex-girlfriend. By taking a doll, who is doing black magic again? Due to black magic, Manuel's nose begins to bleed. And it lands on the Jack's head. As a result of this, Jack captures Manuel. Following this, Jennifer and Manuel join forces to fight Jack. Manuel's ex-girlfriend uses black magic to link Manuel's body to that doll. Then she uses a stick to hit that doll. Manuel also picks up a large stone to kill Jack. His foot, however, slips. And a piece of wood enters his body. Manuel is killed as a result of this. Jennifer is now forced to live with Jack because she has no other choice. Then almost a year goes by like this. And after the Jack has gone fishing. After that, a fisherman arrives on the island. Jennifer rejoices when she sees the fisherman. Because after a year, she will finally be able to leave this island. She takes Jack's lighter with her before leaving. As a result, Jack will never be able to light a fire. And she doesn't even inform the fisherman that Jack is present. Because Jennifer wished to hold Jack accountable for his actions. Then there's the time when Jack notices the boat over there. Then he is overjoyed. But the boat does not stop for him, and this irritates Jack greatly. And he is still incarcerated on this island. And with that, the film comes to a close. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, until next time.